Alright, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Gvaap here, coming at you with another video on my channel today. And today we're going to be talking about new and upcoming games in fall 2016. There's been a lot of new games that have came out so far. I'm looking at some just released ones right now. One of these ones that I'm really interested in kind of getting into is a new expansion for World of Warcraft, the World of Warcraft Legion. It lets you get up to, I believe, it's 105, I believe, or 110. I'm not sure, but I mean, that looks amazing. I've been watching some Twitch streams on that. Another one is the Madden 17. A lot of people have been going hard on that game, the new Ultimate Team with the legend packs and the puzzle pieces and all that. It looks very interesting. Looks like people are having a lot of fun with it. There's also a new MMO RPG, the Star Trek Online. I definitely might be uploading some of that for y'all because that does look very fun. Let's see what else we got here for new. Oh, this No Man's Sky. To be honest, I've been hearing a lot about this game. People have been talking about it a lot. I heard it's not as good as it should have been, you know, but I mean, for open world, I'm a fan of open world like adventure games, and that one sounded really fun to me. I mean, we have some, you know, NBA 2K16 is about to come out. NFL, I mean, not 16, 17. And NHL 17 is about to come out. The new BioShock collection is about to come out in a few days. The Batman from Telltale is fixing to come out. That one looks pretty interesting. And guys, to be honest, the games I'm waiting for the most are the new Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty, the Modern Warfare 4 remastered. Those look amazing to me. I've been watching gameplays from the Infinite Warfare that people have been uploading. That game really looks great. Like the graphics in it look great. I mean, I don't see a lot of fucking super jumping over walls and whatnot. I mean, it looks like just a lot of, you know, normal, you know, maybe a little boosting, you know, but it doesn't look like people are just jetpacking over everything like they were in, you know, Black Ops 2 and Advanced Warfare. Because I mean, I wasn't a big fan of that. Like I told you in my last video, I used to try to do the MLG thing back, and I started off really in Modern Warfare, the end of Modern Warfare 2 or the beginning of like Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 was my game, and then, I mean, really, I take that back. Really, Modern Warfare 3, I was at the prime. Like, my game knowledge of the game was good, like amazing. My gun skill was great. Like, I was really good at those first Call of Duties that the competitive got introduced to, and then it's like, well, once all this jetpacking and whatnot came in, I really kind of fell off. Certain situations at home really made me just, you know, stop being into gaming as much as I used to, especially console gaming, you know. And then I started playing PC, and then now recently I really just started to get back into any kind of gaming that I can, you know, whether it's console, PC, YouTube, like making videos, reviewing, I mean, stuff like that, you know. And then we have the COD 4 Remastered. That game looks amazing. I was watching Nate Shot, he was making a video about it. He said it's the first ever not Infinite Warfare, the first ever COD 4 Remastered, like full gameplay on his channel, and he's saying like for the first few minutes it's gonna feel like you're walking in quicksand, because, you know, it just takes some getting used to, from the not being able to jump over every single wall and stuff like that. And I mean, I was watching his gameplay, and he was playing on the map Blackout. And that map does have like a lot of just walls, you know, like that you actually would have to run around instead of just jumping over them. Like, I feel like that is going to be a hindrance to people very much. So when they go to play that game, it's like they're just gonna feel like everything's slow. Like, the game doesn't have a lot of perks. It doesn't have a lot of like attachments as far as like quick draw or fast hands, you know, to, you know, make it faster, where you can just quick draw, where you can strafe across the map and just sit there with your aim down sights, just moving back and forth, like stuff like that, to really give people the advantage over others. Like, that game was really a competitive, like everybody was on the same level playing field, and you had to be good at the game, you know. And that's what I really miss in Call of Duty. I went from being a competitive sniper to doing the MLG side, and I was really good at it at one point. But these new Call of Duties and these new futuristic style games, I'm not into them. The Infinite Warfare, I mean, it looks like they're bringing back some hints of the old Call of Duty style. I mean, I mean, I feel like if they didn't, people weren't really gonna enjoy the game as much, and they weren't gonna sell as much. But I feel like people are really starting to get to them and to make them realize, like, the old Call of Duties were a lot better than these new ones that they're coming out with. I mean, don't get me wrong, Infinity Ward has always been good with Call of Duty. Infinity Ward and Treyarch have always made good Call of Duties. Sledgehammer, I mean, they made Modern Warfare 3, which was good, but I mean, I was just never a huge fan of Sledgehammer making Call of Duties anyway. But I'm hoping Infinity Ward, does us right, and gives us something we can be, I'm not gonna say proud of, but gives us something we can have fun with, constant day in, day out. Because I mean, I remember back in the day, I used to grind. I mean, I was on the grind. I was playing 8 hours a day faithfully with friends on GBs and quickscoping lobbies, MW2, all that. Like, I was playing faithfully. And these games, to me, they're not the same anymore. I mean, with the COD 4, though, I'm really hoping the COD 4 brings back the little of Call of Duty. I was looking at some gameplays from Pomage. They had the golden M48-3. That looks fucking badass. They got the golden R700, golden MP5s, all that, like everything. The game remastered looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really just waiting on that remastered Modern Warfare 2, because that's the day I about go buy another fucking Xbox One or PlayStation 4 and never come out of my room for a week and a half. But yeah, guys, I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of new games coming out this fall that I've been pretty happy with looking at, whatnot. To be honest, I plan on bringing you a lot of videos about the new games coming out, a lot of new gameplays for the new games coming out, as well as I plan on doing some tech reviews. I mean, I don't have a lot myself, but I've recently just purchased a camera for vlogs. It's not the best or anything. It's a Canon, I believe it's a SX410IS. I mean, it's like a camera for taking pictures, but it has really good quality for recording. It has a 40x optimal zoom with a 20 megapixel camera. Yeah, it's the Canon PowerShot SX410IS. Along with, I mean, I have, just basic stuff. I might do a review on my SteelSeries Rival 300 mouse. And I'm actually currently waiting on my new keyboard to come in. It is a Red Dragon K552 Kumara LED backlight mechanical keyboard. It's about $60 on Amazon. I mean, red LEDs. It's definitely a more gamer fashion keyboard, any color. It has custom mechanical switches with cherry green equivalent. It has red LEDs, adjustable, like they're adjustable LEDs for any color you want. And they have clear backlighting. It says the keys are designed for longevity, responsiveness and durability, as well as it has multimedia keys. It's splash resistant, like water resistant, so it won't mess up in some water, stuff like that. I personally recently purchased a new webcam. It is a Logitech 250, I believe. It's not anything special, but I mean, it gets the job done. I might start throwing my webcam on some gameplays here and there during the daytime when it's not super dark in my room, But I mean, yeah, guys, I also plan on bringing y'all some Minecraft gameplay. I enjoy that game just as much, as well as, like, this you're watching in the background is an H1Z1 game. This was going to be a live com, but to be honest with you, I had my headphones off when I went to record the game, and it's about 1 o'clock at night. I'm kind of tired. I didn't feel like re-recording the gameplay, because I mean, I actually did pretty okay. I made about the top 25. A lot of, like, about 5 or so, 6 minutes of the game was really me sitting waiting for the new safe zone to get marked, because I didn't want to die. I didn't want to just go running and then have to run back a different way. But yeah, guys, I didn't just die off spawn, which made it a uploadable game to me, the fact that I didn't die off spawn. But yeah, guys, I plan on doing probably some collabs with my boy Xgalga. His YouTube will be it's in the featured channels section of my channel. Go check him out. He does vlogs as well as gameplays, stuff like that. We'll probably be coming at y'all with a little Minecraft series. We might even do some doubles, like BF1 doubles, just talking about the game, talking about how we enjoy it, what we like, what we don't like, all that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, guys, this was kind of just a commentary about new games coming out. I'm sure there's a lot more stuff I could talk about the new games, but we kind of have to wait. I don't want to give any speculation. I mean, the new game's coming out in a couple months now. I mean, there's actually anybody who pre-orders Infinite Warfare gets to try the beta for it here in like in October. There's going to be a beta for Infinite Warfare. All kinds of stuff, guys. I mean, fall 2016 is going to be a good one for video games. We're going to go ahead and look up some new games right here. I'm going to look up PC games for September, October, and November. PES, it looks like, Pro Evolution Soccer. I'm a huge soccer fan. That one looks good. These graphics look amazing. I might just have to go ahead and splash in a little glimpse of that game for y'all in the next video, but the graphics on that look amazing. They're making a 10th anniversary Dead Rising. I was a huge fan of Dead Rising, the one that just slapped you in the mall and said, "Here, bitch, survive." All around the map there was just new stuff. They say there's going to be a new competitive multiplayer mode in it, just like they added in, or they say, the writer from Fallout New Vegas is going to be, writing the game to help make it better. They say it's going to be probably one of the best RPGs and best co-op games in a while, because they're redoing it, so, I mean, hey, it's going to be 1080p, 60 FPS, PC, and PS4, and Xbox. So, I mean, that one looks pretty cool to me. Like I was telling y'all about the new NBA 2K17. I mean, everybody's always a fan of 2K. I believe Paul George is going to be on the front of that one. So, I mean, that one looks pretty cool. H1Z1 is officially getting released here in September, on September 20th. I mean, everybody's been playing early access, and everybody's been really enjoying the game. But they're planning on announcing some new game modes in H1Z1, and all around should be pretty fun. Ooh, this one looks cool. Forza Horizon 3. This game looks like it's going to be lit. I've always been a fan of Forza just because their graphics are always really good, and I mean, they're always just fun games. I'm a fan of car racing games. I played a lot of Gran Turismo, a lot of Need for Speed, stuff like that. So I've always been a fan of actual just racing games, and that one looks pretty cool. New FIFA 17. Like I told y'all, I'm a fan of soccer, so I always like to play the new FIFAs just because they're just like Madden and 2Ks. They're always, pretty cool. Mafia 3. I never was a huge fan of the Mafia games, but I've heard people talk about them before, and I mean, they sound pretty fun. They say this one's going to be a 1960s, based in the 1960s in New Orleans. I actually lived some years of my life in New Orleans, about 4 years. So I mean, that'd be interesting to see like the real life aspect of it, as far as, if they interpret it like real places, like, maybe Bourbon Street or St. Louis Cathedral, stuff like that. If you would see that, it says they're going to include the French Quarter, whiskey bars, and jazz-infused dives. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. If they like infuse some real life things into the game, I might give y'all some gameplay of that one. Gears of War 4. They actually say Gears of War 4 is supposed to be live. They're bringing back competitive Gears of War for that one. And I mean, I take that back. I've never really been a fan of Gears of War too much, just because I never was a big third-person game fan. But I mean, if it's nice and they say 4K, I mean, good textures, 60 FPS, and that sounds pretty good. And then what I was telling you about Battlefield 1, that officially comes out October 21st. World War I themed. Y'all have seen the last gameplay on my channel. I mean, that game is really fun. I suck at it, as y'all seen in the last video, but I mean, that one should be really fun. I never played too much of the Civilization series, but the Civ 6 comes out October 21st as well. And I mean, I'm a big fan of strategy games. Like, I like the Sim City games, stuff like that, where you actually have to build a city and try to prosper. I'm a fan of stuff like that. Farming simulator, we're gonna just go ahead and pass that up. Dark Souls 3. I played a little bit of Dark Souls 2 on the PS3, and that game was pretty fun to me. I don't know, it was kind of quote-unquote devilish. It was weird. Elder Scrolls Skyrim Special Edition. Ooh, what is this? I haven't heard anything about this. They say another 200 hours of Skyrim gameplay. 64. It says it's going to be a 64-bit application. It's no longer going to require 4 gigs of RAM. So I mean, that means, you know, the game will be more better playable for other people. And I mean, I never was into, you know, Skyrim mods as much, but they say there's going to be more mods in the game, all of that stuff. So I actually I have Skyrim on my computer. I could actually give y'all some Skyrim gameplay if y'all just so choose. Then, like, I'm on to November now. COD Infinite Warfare comes out November 1st, or November 4th, I mean. That looks pretty good to me. Dishonored 2, that sounds fun. Watch Dogs 2. I mean, yeah, guys, to be honest, this end of the year, there's going to be a lot of new games coming out. And I mean, I'm really excited for these new games and everything to happen. All the new games, all the new content I'll get to upload to my channel for y'all, all the feedback y'all will be giving me about the new games. And yeah, guys, I mean, the gameplay behind this audio is really coming to an end. But I mean, I'll probably make another video kind of elaborating on all this, as well as probably a live commentary coming to y'all in the next few days. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's all I really wanted to talk about today. New games coming out. This has been your boy Gvaap, and I will talk to y'all later.